Once upon a time, in a quiet and slightly worn-down little house at the edge of a bustling village, there lived a stray tabby cat named Meow and a tiny sprightly mouse named Jeed. They hadn't chosen to live together, really. It just happened. Meow had settled in to escape the cold nights. And Jeed, well, Jeed called the creaky walls of the house home long before Meow ever arrived. But the two roommates didn't get along, not one bit. Meow, with its sharp claws and endless hunger, often pawed at Jeed, chasing it around the kitchen or playfully taking swipes when it scurried by. Jeed, quick-witted and a little mischievous, made a game out of stealing Meow's scraps and squeaking back snide comments from the safety of a crack in the floor. They were always bickering, like two kids who refused to share a toy. But then one fateful day, everything changed. It was a sunny afternoon when an unwelcome guest slithered its way through the open window. A large snake with scales that shimmered green and gold crept into the house, its tongue flicking ominously. It had been drawn by the sense of warmth and food, and perhaps the prospect of a tasty snack. Jeed was the first to notice it, frozen mid-step as the snake's gleaming eyes locked on him. The snake lunged toward Jeed without hesitation, and the little mouse squeaked in terror. Its usual bolt-and-hide strategy wouldn't work this time. The snake was too big, too fast, too dangerous. Just when it seemed like the tiny mouse was out of options, something unexpected happened. Meow leapt onto the scene, hissing furiously. The snake paused, startled by the sudden appearance of this fiery feline. But rather than back down, the snake struck again, this time at Meow. With claws bared and courage burning brighter than the afternoon sun, Meow swiped and dodged, standing its ground to protect the tiny mouse. Jeed wasn't about to just hide and watch. As the snake focused on Meow, Jeed spotted an opportunity. Gathering every ounce of courage, the mouse darted toward the snake's tail. With one swift bite, Jeed sank its tiny teeth into the scaly end. The snake whipped around, startled and disoriented. Between Meow's relentless attacks from the front and Jeed's surprisingly effective distraction from the back, the snake soon decided this wasn't worth the trouble. It turned and slithered out of the house, disappearing into the wild brush outside. Meow and Jeed stood there in silence, catching their breath and staring at each other. The cat's ears twitched slightly, and Jeed's tiny nose wiggled nervously. Neither had expected the other to step in like that.
Thank you.
You did good too, little one.
From that day forward, something shifted between them. No longer did Meow snap at Jeed or try to intimidate the mouse for sport. And no longer did Jeed steal scraps just to annoy the cat. Instead, they shared meals, watched out for each other, and, even though neither of them would admit it, they found comfort in one another's company. Despite their differences, Meow and Jeed discovered that working together and being kind to each other made life brighter and safer. And so the cat and the mouse, who had once been the unlikeliest of housemates, became more than that. They became true friends.